feel like most people could have answered that question anyway. No, this has not helped my nasal decongestion.
Oh, especially like daytime stuff you're talking
Yeah.
about? I never take that. Yeah, I don't think it does anything for
Yeah.
me. The nighttime one does one thing, it knocks you out.
Right, so then you don't feel
you don't
it.
know the
Yeah,
difference,
like,
right.
so you sleep. I don't know that there's a huge, I don't know if I'm decongested, I'm just sleeping. Guys, today we've got some showers. We're going to get a couple quiet days, and then we're going to have Lee. So we'll get at least a little break in there. Showers out there, a couple of downpours, especially in the mountains. Not a whole lot of thunderstorm activity thus far. There is some more down to our south, but certainly this is not a wall of water. It's not consistent that everybody's getting in on these showers. But throughout the rest of this afternoon into the evening, there's a very good chance that you'll hit some of these showers, particularly in through central Maine and down east Maine later tonight, early tomorrow morning. This is 7 o'clock, and we've got just Washington County, maybe a bit of Hancock County, getting a few showers. It looks like we'll be cleared out probably right from the get-go. York, Cumberland, Oxford counties. And then everybody clears out from southwest to northeast, and we end up with a really nice afternoon, which is much needed. We have not seen the sun this week, really, like in any kind of consistent manner. So we'll be in the mid-70s tomorrow afternoon with a lot of sun. That'll be nice. And then Friday's actually dry, but it's going to feel a little fallish, which is not what you'd think before a hurricane or a tropical storm is going to impact you, but it will be in the 60s. The dew points won't be that high, and we'll see a lot of high, thin clouds coming in. That will be from the edge of Lee. Winds at 110 miles an hour right now. If you're paying attention, Lee was like this yesterday. Stretching as it gets into more northern latitudes. That happens, they get elongated. The jet stream picks up the top of them and starts pulling them. And so this will get even more elongated, more spread out over the next few days. Track really hasn't changed here to the east of Bermuda as a Cat 2. It's a Cat 1. Probably Saturday morning still, but I still believe that this is not going to impact us as a Category 1 storm. It'll be a tropical storm as it's coming through the Gulf of Maine. The track officially here, but remember it could be here or here. That's the whole point of the cone. I'm not sure how much the exact track matters for wind. It has more to do with rain. So the winds here still in the same spot. You know, Todd put 40 to 60. I think that's a good place to be at. I was being a little cutesy and saying 50 to 55. I do think there's a low end and a slightly higher end, but that's where our winds will be at. And they'll be largely out of the northwest during the strongest part of it, which is not our typical situation, right? That's because of the track of the storm. So northwest winds coming through here about 50 miles an hour. It'll be strongest along the coast, but some good gusts inland too. Peak of that in the afternoon into the early evening, and then things start to settle down in time for Sunday. As far as rain, this is where the track matters a lot. So right now the heaviest is over down east. Obviously if it shifts a little bit this way. Not enough to cause river flooding, according to the gauges, but obviously some flash flooding is a possibility. Last but not least, obviously, big waves. And I'm going to probably have to say this every hit I do tonight, but please don't gawk at this storm from the rocks on the beach, because there will be very big waves, and some of the intervals will be inconsistent, meaning we'll see some much bigger waves behind smaller waves. And the Coast Guard doesn't want to deal with you doing that. So just be careful out there. I get it, I'm a weenie, I like to look at storms too. Just do it from a distance. Look, still some power outages, probably quite a few. Still some beach erosion. It's not a disaster. We'll be fine. Not a nice day. It's not a whole lot that I would recommend you would want to do other than inside stuff on Saturday, but otherwise we'll get through.
Okay, Keith, thank you.